the Nets. The opening tip is won by the Nets. Jay, D'Angelo Russell, former #2 pick. He can be special. What's your prognosis for him?
Well, he has a chance to own Brooklyn this season and own New York City. Only played 48 games last year due to a knee injury. But still, look at the signs of growth this young man has had over the last couple of years. He went through that situation in L.A. He came to New York. This offseason, he's been completely quiet. You've been seeing videos of him just working out, getting his body right. It's a matter of time before you feel like D'Angelo Russell or D'Lo will take this game over.
Nets have it. Russell. Oh, emphatic slam.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Payton. To Davis, down low. Shot from the lane won't go. Russell into the front court. The lead is 2. From the painted area, won't go down. Randall to Davis. Can't connect.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Jay, there is no question the Nets have a long-term vision, and they are not breaking away from it.
That vision starts with Sean Marks, who's the GM of his team, and what he was able to pull this past year was pretty much a miracle for the Nets in getting rid of Timothy Mozgov's contract for $16.7 million. He's been able to create so much cap space for this Nets team that Brooklyn now is becoming a destination. People are talking about Brooklyn rather than the New York Knicks.
Brooklyn's got it. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
You know, Ed, people have short memories, but this kid was only 19 when he first came into the league. Sure, as the second overall pick, you're going to have high expectations. Trust me, I know. But D'Lo's game is different. First off, he's a lefty, so he throws you off. And his style is even herky-jerky, maybe even choppy like that reminds me of Rod Strickland. But fans, we need to be patient with the process and let kids develop. And I'm still very optimistic that D'Lo is going to live up to all the hype he had coming out of the Ohio State University.
Davis. Rebound taken in by Fareed. Knocked loose. Pelicans have it. It's Pelicans ball. Holiday to Julius Randle. Inside, he scores.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis. And a chance at three.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Missed the foul shot. Brooklyn with the basketball. To Fareed. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down by 1. Fareed.
Screen, coming, screen.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
And the basket good at the rim.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Nets have the basketball. To Fareed. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Anthony Davis. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Final chance from three-quarters court. Off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
To Dinwiddie. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot.
Back door coming, back door coming.
Lets it fly from long range. Not getting the bounce. Davis to Julius Randle. With a drop step. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Jay, 28 wins a year ago for the Nets, but a couple of individuals, they shined in their playing time.
8 wins better than the year before. And think about Jared Allen for this team. He is a new age 5, has the versatility and the speed to run the court. And then you think about a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually got drafted in the 2nd round and actually gambled on himself, had a horrific knee injury. To see the kind of minutes due to the injuries that he played and the level that he played at, Ed, this team is on their way.
Inside the paint on that one.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Pelicans have the basketball. To Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up. My ball.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
To Holiday. Has a chance. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
On and off the court, Jrue Holiday is one of my favorite players. He always brings that passion and intensity on the hardwood floor. But this game always comes back to why do you play? And there's no doubt about it. He plays for his wife, Lauren, and also his baby girl, Drew Tyler. His wife, while pregnant, found out that she had a brain tumor behind her right eye. He skipped the season, stayed with his wife, helped her to have her baby, and also supported her while she went through a serious time. I don't know what else defines leadership other than a man like Jrue Holiday.
From the outside, no good. Goes to the right side. From long range, not going down here.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Jrue Holiday. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Russell to Allen Crabbe. Oh, Davis up to turn that one away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
He was hacked. They let it go. Nothing going here on that drive. To Holiday. Deep left corner. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Russell with it up top. His team down 9. To Davis. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. Where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 4. Defense, let's go. Into the game. 4.
Shot by Russell off the mark. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Anthony Davis now 4 for 9.
And when we start talking about some of the top players in the game, can we talk about the guy that got first team All-NBA for the 3rd time in 4 years? Can we talk about the guy who was the 2nd leading scorer in the league last year with 28 points per night? Can we start mentioning AD's name with the best in the game starting now?
New Orleans will take it up. Holiday. To Payton. Holiday buries it on the catch and shoot.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
Russell to Hollis Jefferson. They go down to Davis. And the rebound comes down to Holiday. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Fellas, Jalen here with your halftime report. The Pelicans certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Nets have it. Gets a look. Can't hit. Looking to take this all the way. Stuffs it down with authority. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
Payton to Davis. Count the basket at the rim. Inside or outside. Can any 7-footer in the NBA match this guy's versatility?
Not yet. Not yet, but Kristaps Porzingis is very, very close.
Shot from the lane won't go. New Orleans has it. To Holiday. For three, hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Drew Holiday with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Oh, he can't connect. Russell into the front court. Down a bundle to Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Crabbe with a shot off the mark. Pelicans basketball. Count the basket.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. And Jay, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time to shuffle things up.
Subbing in for the Nets, number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
To Hollis Jefferson. Not that time. Short jumper off the mark. Carroll shot no good. To Julius Randle. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Inside, he scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
New Orleans going to take it up. It's blocked by Allen.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Baseline drive. Not it's blocked by David.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
DeMare Carroll at the line. Knocks down the first. Two for two on that trip. It's Pelicans ball. Cruises inside for two.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
To Dinwiddie. to Fareed. Can't connect from inside.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big to Davis. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Payton. Here's a chance from long range, and it's good.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Pelicans have the basketball. And two for AD.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Straight on three at the buzzer. It's the Pelicans with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
On the follow. Way to stay with it. Davis has really come into his own the last few years. Where is his ceiling?
The ceiling is three letters, MVP. Think about last February, the 2017-2018 season. He joined Hall of Famer Moses Malone as the only player in the past 40 seasons to average at least 35 points and 13 rebounds for the entire month. It's coming, Mr. Davis, very soon.
With a drop step. From the painted area, won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Layup goes down. Well done.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Brooklyn's got it. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
D'Angelo Russell at the line. First try, no good. Missed the second one as well. Payton into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Holiday. 4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Russell with it up top. He'll run the offense. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. New Orleans will take it up. Holiday to Davis. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Holiday lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he knocks it down.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
And count the basket.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Hayden with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Brooklyn with the basketball to Hollis Jefferson. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Hayden to Holiday. Fires the three. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Entering the game for the Pelicans, number 55.
Not that time. To Holiday. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot for more, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Carroll's shot, no good. Holiday controls the basketball. Looking to make something happen. From the outside, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Looking to take this all the way. Davis' shot, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pelicans put their opponents away in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans.
It wasn't a great performance by these guys. And unfortunately, we have video evidence. Viewer discretion advised.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The New Orleans Pelicans were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
player of the game.
Anthony Davis really impressed me with the way he redirected shots. Watching him block shots was only slightly more fun than watching how his teammates were reacting to them.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the New Orleans Pelicans. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Dana Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Wait, baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms on no Vans. And she telling all her friends I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms on no Vans. And she telling all her friends I might put them on the gram.